Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here with another box day. Today is Wednesday. So today's boxed item is going to be these little bath self-care items. So this is like a bubble bath and this is like an Epsom salt. I don't know what scents. It just says like winter and whatever. But they're pretty. And I need them for a self-care swap that I am in. So what I'm going to do is going to put them in a box, and I'm going to use Paper Phenomenon. I think it's called One More Chapter. It is the September Moving Parts paper collection. It was designed by Kim Murray, who is Salty Beach Scrapper, for Paper Phenomenon. So I'm going to use these two embellishments somehow, I think, if they fit, and I don't know what I did with the paper that I printed. Ah, here it is. I'm going to use this page. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and measure our item. We're going to pull out our pink book, which is the fold flat box template. This is the newer cover, and we're going to go ahead and measure. This one is the funny shaped one, so we got to make sure we accommodate this one. So we're going to have our box 4 by, I'm going to do it by 6 just to be on the safe side. 4 by 6. So my left to right is 4. My up and down is 6. And I'm going to make it probably do half, but I don't want anything to like leak out or anything. I'm going to do by 3/4 of an inch. So 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. The flat 1/2 inch, because that's what I like. Left to right 4, up and down 6, left to right 4. Let's get a pen that does different colors. Left to right. Calculator. 0.75 plus 4 plus 0.75 plus 4 plus 0.75 equals 10 1/4 by, little up and down here, 0.5 plus 0.75 plus 6 plus 0.75 plus 0.5 equals 8 1/2. Good. We can use our 8.5 by 11 paper. So, yep, long side, it's going to be 3/4 and then 4 3/4. 5 1/2 and 9 1/2. Okay. Our short side is going to be 1/2 inch and 1 1/4 on both sides. All right, so right now I am in Germany, so everything is A4 paper. A4 paper is different than letter size, okay? A4 paper is longer than it is wider. So this is 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. So I have to work around that. All of my cardstock is going to be the 8.5 by 11 because I got it in the States. So we're going to cut this down to 8.5 by 10 1/4. Let me move some stuff around here because she a mess over here. There we go. So 8.5 by 10 1/4. Always check your paper because sometimes it is cut slightly bigger than that 8.5, which this one looks like it is. This usually doesn't mess up your box, but it could, yeah. All right, so on the long side, let's go ahead and score it. And I gotta find my score blade because I'm still using the old paper trimmer. Okay, long side, 3/4 of an inch, 4 3/4, 5 1/2, and 9 1/2. Okay, on the short side, 1/2 inch and 1 1/4 on both sides. So 1/2 inch, 1 1/4, rotate, 1/2 inch, 1 1/4. Okay. So for my scoreboard users, those measurements are 1/2 inch, 1 1/4, 7 1/4, and 8. 7 1/4 and 8. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our bone folder. And let's burnish all of our lines. I fold towards the bumpy side. So as you saw, I flipped mine over. So I like to go this way. Okay. You're just making sure those creases are nice and creased. One more. Maybe 2 more. Nope, I already got it. Okay, back to starting position where your long side is at top. We're going to cut off the bottom 4 boxes. So come here to this score line here. We're going to cut up. And we're going to cut off all 4 of these. So 2 squares and 2 super long rectangles, like so. What you do to the bottom, you need to do to the top. But I didn't cut all of my score line out, so I'm just going to trim this a little bit. There we go. Okay, and do the same thing to the top. We're going to cut that 2 squares and 2 long rectangles, and we're going to cut at that score mark. Back to starting position. First vertical score line, we're going to cut up the right hand side, cut off half, miter, and miter. Next vertical score line, cut up, cut off half, miter, miter. What you do to the bottom, you need to do to the top. So just rotate it. Vertical score line, cut up, half, miter, miter. Your next vertical score line, cut up, half, miter, and miter. Okay, what I forgot to do was on this side, I forgot to miter. So miter, miter, miter just a little bit better. And cut off some of the bulk. And clean your surface. Okay. Get your bone folder back out. Refold that side. Revarnish. Glue. Mine's probably clogged, which it is. Of course it is. Where are the needles? Oh, great. I don't know where I did with my needles. Okay, I unclogged it. And here we go, making sure you get that folded edge. And these corners, the folded edge corners. Push over. Now somewhere I didn't score right because mine, well, I guess it didn't line up. It felt like it didn't line up, but it did. Okay, let it dry. And the step that I sometimes forget, round your corners on your closure flaps. See, you can do it before you seal your box or after, like I'm doing. It's the joys of the fold flat box. You can decorate it after it's all put together, like so, because guess what? It folds flat. So I'm going to go ahead and do this little decoration just so you can see. You could decorate before you seal the box shut, but because it's a fold flat box, that doesn't matter. You can just fold it when it's done, fold it flat, and decorate like that. Alright, so mine needs to be, it's 4 by 6, so 5 7/8 by 3 7/8. Perfect. And we're just going to glue this on. I typically don't decorate the spines or the back when I'm doing the box, because most of these are for like craft fairs or something like that, and the people are just going to throw them away. This one actually is for a crafter. She might keep this box, so this one I might decorate both sides. I'm not going to do that on camera, but I might do both sides. Probably not. I'm a lazy crafter. Alright, and then somewhere on here I will decide, I think I just like this one here. But yeah, I'll decide all of that, and I'm not going to show you guys the final because I don't know what it's going to be. But anyway, thanks for, oh, no, thanks for watching. Hold on. We didn't check to make sure our box worked. I knew it would, but it doesn't happen unless it's in a picture, right? And so, okay, here's another, if your item is really heavy, like these are heavy, it might make your bottom flap come out. You always have the option just to glue it shut. But in this case, it's fine. It's not fine. I'm going to glue mine shut because it is so heavy, but I will do that later. And I'll do it now. All you have to do is glue right here and on your little flaps, and you're going to tuck it in and glue it shut. I may or may not use this box for these, but it fits. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye!